The chair calls Mark Kincaid, who's representing himself, to testify against the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm here to testify against House Bill 3646. I'm here on behalf of myself as well as representing the Texas Trawler Association. First and foremost, I want to compliment and express my gratitude and respect for Chairman Smithy's leadership on making dramatic improvements to the bill from the version that was filed, and want to try to offer some constructive comments about some of the remaining provisions, which I think fall mainly in the category of possibly unintended consequences. And I hope that there's an opportunity to work through some of those as well. We have a long history of working together on issues, and I certainly am available to continue that. One concern, one of the, I think, very positive parts of the bill are the Public Adjuster Act provisions, the barratry provisions, the ones that Chairman Smithy referred to. There is one concern in there. It's a statute that currently makes it a crime if you inflate the estimate to cover the $500 deductible. And so it's pretty easy to tell if someone's doing that because the estimate's too high by exactly that much. And you can't cause much mischief with that. This expands that to make it a crime to have an inflated estimate, and there's a concern that every time the insurance company says the estimate's too high, they may be able to argue that the adjusters and estimators who did that did it knowingly. And it kind of gives one side of the debate what seems like unfair leverage over the other side of the debate. So there's a concern that that might be abused. Obviously I'm certainly not in favor of knowingly inflated estimates, but I am worried about people using that allegation to try to gain an advantage in a negotiation. But the other provisions, I think, go a long way in a good direction. The second area I have some concerns about is the expanded notice. I think that the level of detail may actually have the opposite effect. Instead of helping cases get settled at the pre-suit notice stage, you're going to be building a lot of cost into it. And so I think maybe that could be trimmed back. I do think there's some logic to requiring more notice when it's a claim the insurance company hasn't seen before. I think that's a legitimate point. The last area is only allowing the 18% on the unpaid amount of the claim. And Chairman Frulo, I'm glad you were able to return because one of the exhibits I gave you is a letter from your constituent. It's my pleasure and honor to represent a gentleman, Glenn Robertson, who's mayor of Lubbock, and he owns commercial property. In his situation, the insurance company reduced his claim by 72% because of a co-insurance penalty in the policy. Limiting the 18% penalty would affect a claim like his. The insurance company would be insulated even though they misrepresented the value of his claim. And with those, I'm open to questions. I appreciate your consideration.
Members, are there any questions? And Mark, if we could get you to say your full name.
It's Mark Kincaid.
All right, thank you. All right.
Thank you for your time.